Hi, for those that don't know me, my name is Peter Moss and I really enjoy playing the ukulele. Now, I've been doing a series of sort of 10 minutes or thereabouts tuitions, and the topic of this one is looking at the blues. Now, if you haven't printed it off, there is a worksheet to accompany this video and you can find the link in the description on YouTube. Okay, so let's have a look at that sheet that's in front of us. You'll notice in green on the top, you'll see numbers from 1 to 12. That's because our sequence is going to be over 12 bars. You may have heard of the saying 12-bar blues. Well, this is it, what we're doing today. So if we look at line 1, the numbers are on the left in light blue. And basically number 1 is giving us a sequence. So all we're going to do on each bar is strum it as it says, as it comes along. Our speed is going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So after 4, let's play line 1 together, okay? Sometimes, just be aware, sometimes the chord is repeated over 2 bars, okay? So just watch out for it. 4 in, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you didn't get it, then sort of rewind and then play it again. Right, what we're going to do now is modify it. So we're now going to go to line 2. And if you have a look at bar 4 on line 2, you'll see we've got a change. We've got a chord of C9. Now, you probably already knew the C, the F and the G. Therefore, I didn't give you a graphic, but I'm going to do it for this one. So our graphic here, there it is. C9, and it's very much like playing a chord of F major, but everything is across the strings. So now we're going to play line 2. So forget line 1, we've done it. Line 2, 4 in. A 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. Okay, so anything new I'm going to highlight in yellow, so hopefully you've printed it off in colour. So now that is now going to drop down to line 3. So the C9 is going to drop down where it was. Now we're going to do a chord called F9. Okay, so I want you to have a look at this here. Okay, also have a look at the graphic on the screen. It's a little bit like a sort of G shape, moved up a fret and then stretch out this finger. All right, we're going to play line 3. Are you ready? A 1, 2, 3, go. Fantastic. Okay, if you've done that, that's really, really good. If you haven't played those 2 chords before, it's a great sort of couple of chords to add to your library. So where are we now? We're on line 4. So everything we've done so far, the C9, the F9, we've dropped down into line 4. What else is different in there? We've got a G7 inverted. So instead of playing our G now, we're going to play the same shape as the F9, but you're going to move it up 2 frets, okay? So it's just like that. All right, so we're now on line 4. Should we do it? Come on, let's do it. Line 4. A 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. So it's building, isn't it? Okay, look what happens in line 5. Everything we've done so far is going to be dropped down into the next line, and it's going to be highlighted in yellow. And you'll notice that it's yellow all the way across now. So what is the new addition? We're going to move from playing a regular C major to a C6. great chord. Are you up for it? Okay, so we've replaced every single chord from what we were doing in line 1, but what a difference it makes. 4 in, here we go. A 1, 2, 3, go. Wow, it really is different, isn't it? So what else could we do? Well, there's a thing called a slide, okay? And the way we're going to do that is to go from our G7. So we're looking at the last 4 bars in the sequence. We were there. We're going to end up here. But let me give you the time, okay? We're going to do 3 beats on the G7 inverted. So it's 1, 2, 3. And there's a middle one, which I want you to do, which is just for 1. And then 4 when you get to the F9. So if I play that slowly, we've got... I'll do that again. So we got... Fantastic. Right, so let's play our final line, line 6. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so what we need to do now is we could do that over and over again, but at some point we've got to end it. So you'll notice under the line 6, there's a little blue mark under the last 2 bars. And what I'm going to show you next is going to replace those last 2 bars. It sounds wonderful because this is how it sounds in sequence. Wow, okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is strum a C, then we're going to pick string 1, and then we're going to pop our index finger over to string 4 on fret 3. Now we're going to do what's called a bounce, so back to string 1, drop this down 1 fret, string 1, drop down 1 fret, string 1, okay, and then open, and then we've got open 1, 1 again on fret 2 and fret 3. Finally, the chord I played on the end was C13. If you're not sure of that chord, have a look on the screen now. Okay, so I'm going to do this really slowly. So we've got and again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm now going to put it in sequence with line 6, but remember the last 2 bars I'm going to drop down to where it says ending. So I'm going to slow the whole thing down a little bit to give you a chance. Last time through, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? So there you go. Remember, you can go back to number 1, work your way through to 6, or you could go back to number 4 and work your way through to the end. Is that it for blues? Well, for my session it is, but you know, there are several extra things you could do. We could do sorts of things like it goes on and on and on. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, kept it to hopefully around 10 minutes. Until the next one, you all take care. Cheers for now. Bye bye.